Hey guys, it's your boy Sushi here with another Etheria restart video. So now we have the full, not the full details, right? Without the numbers, but we have the details for the two new characters. So let's just hop right into it. Let's talk about Lawan first, or Lowen, I think they called it in the preview. But she's a dark type character and she's looking like a tank, guys. Let's take a look, okay? Skill 1 Bone Kiss deals damage to a single enemy based on Lawan's defense, with a chance to apply to apply taunt for one turn. If the target is affected by exaltation, that looks like her own specific debuff, right? So they're doing that a lot. They're putting a lot of characters in the game with their own special debuff, which is kind of crazy. The attack will always hit and advance Lowen's turn meter. What do you mean by always hit? I'm not too sure what they mean by always hit. Like, you mean they get taunted and then her meter gets pushed up, right? So she's essentially forcing you to hit her and she gets pushed up. So is she better like Red Rin? Is she like a better Red Rin? You guys know what I mean? So let's see. Exclusive effect, Exaltation. Enemies, Mummer says maybe guaranteed taunt. Ooh, that's crazy, Mummer. Even through immunity, maybe? Even if maybe if they have exaltation, that's pretty crazy. So enemies affected by exaltation deal reduced damage to Lawan, and any debuffs they attempt to apply to her automatically resisted. Oh, whoops, I clicked space by accident. Okay, so she automatically resists debuff. That's kind of crazy. After each of their actions, Lowen will immediately counter attack with skill 1 and decreasing the HP recovery and shields they receive. So that's a debuff that she can just stop them from putting up shields and heal. That's kind of good. I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of good for I guess turn two. You guys already know, right? Turn two is the favorite. It is what it is. But yeah, we'll see. So that seems really good. Like honestly, just looking at that first skill, I think turn one can even use her depending on what her base speed is, right? If you put her, if she's technically CC, right? If she can taunt the whole other team in a turn one, like if you're using her as a turn one against a turn two, that could still work, right? She's like an Etherean effect of her own true murmur. She's crazy, right? As expected, right? We expect dark types, light and dark types to be extra crazy. So skill 2 Silk Snare deals defense base damage to all enemies, applying attack down and speed down for 2 turns. Jesus Christ. If the target is under exaltation, that attack always hits and deals increased damage. I don't understand this. I don't understand this always hits thing. Are they talking about like guaranteed debuffs? It has to be guaranteed debuffs, right? Because there's no way it's like every attack hits. There's no dodge or missing attacks in this game, right? I think other games have like missing and stuff like that, accuracy and stuff like that, but this game doesn't have that. So maybe guaranteed debuffs. Guaranteed debuffs are ridiculous. Holy crap. Maybe you can build a defense and crit rate. That's true, right? She could be dealing some crazy damage as well. Let's take a look at her ult down here. Unleashes multiple defense-based attacks on a single enemy. So her chain ult is only on one enemy. Dispelling buffs with each hit. Oh, we got another Dispeller. And then applying taunt for 2 turns. Oh, shit. Wait. She can dispel on one character. That might be huge. Lilium is the only one that has guaranteed stun. Yes, members, that's correct. She's pretty crazy. So she will taunt for 2 turns. The final strike always applies exaltation. And if the target already has exaltation, the damage is greatly increased. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Does that mean she beats Aya? Wait. It's guaranteed. It's gonna guarantee the debuff. Does that mean she can beat Aya? Does that mean she can taunt Aya on Reaper and stuff? That's kind of crazy, bro. Debuffs always landing is insane. Oh, Simi, I think Simi, you're right. So taunt is not guaranteed. The taunt is not guaranteed, but the exaltation is guaranteed. Okay. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right, Simi. Yeah, I read it wrong. She's quite the mommy though, as you guys saw from her promo video. They had like 4 or 5 shots like right in her booba, bro. And her booba just bouncing around. That's crazy. Very nice design, you know. You guys know the whole turn one versus turn two thing. You know I'm a turn one player, okay? And I want to make turn two players turn one, okay? I think that would be great. So depending on her base speed, if her base speed is actually pretty good, I might be able to run her as well. So let's take a look at the shell recommendations here. Shell recommendations. Okay, so while we're on the topic of turn one versus turn two, okay, there's definitely one thing that I do not like that the devs are still doing, okay? Why are all the recommended matrices bloodbath? What is the point of having Fury, Keen Eye, Fury Edge if every new character they recommend running Bloodbath? That's my number one complaint right now. Why is every single new character recommendation on Bloodbath? Why? Why? I don't think that's cool at all. I literally the last five, six characters, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. But we have her on Bloodbath. I think the new guy is also on Bloodbath. Okay. The Ting and Navette also on Bloodbath. Like, what is this? Like, why? Ray Mary also on Bloodbath. Why, guys? Like, devs, why? Why are you always recommending Bloodbath? I don't think that's fair at all. Like that. Like, seriously, can we get a character that you recommend like double speed and stuff like that? But anyway, the that's pretty much it. We already read all this skill stuff. Okay, so rereal. If Bloodbath gets a nerf, then maybe that's okay, right? But it's what's the point? What's the point of all the shells and all the matrices if you're just going to recommend everybody on Bloodbath? That's not cool. I don't think that's cool. But Merge, I don't think it's getting a nerf. I don't think it is either. But you guys know what I'm saying, right? Like this is not cool. I just don't think it's cool. That's all I'm really gonna say. And Artisan on her makes a lot of sense, right? Because she's a defense scaling character. I'm not gonna build her like that. I don't want to build her like that. We'll just have to see, right? Because I don't want to play turn two. That's just how it is. Let's look at the dude. So let's look at the dude's kit first. Sandtick right here. He seems pretty crazy. I just realized he has a tongue on his guitar. That's pretty crazy. Tongue on his guitar. Ririo said time to put her on Amber. Jesus Christ, dude. All right, let's look at his first skill. Noise Wraith. Deals damage to a single enemy and cleanses debuffs from the ally with the most debuffs. If the attack crits, the number of debuff cleanse increases. Okay, so we have to see exactly. We don't know exactly how many debuffs his S1 clears, right? But that seems pretty crazy as well. Exclusive passive. Whenever any ally lands a critical hit, they recover HP based on the damage dealt, and all allies gain a permanent increase to crit damage. That's huge. Okay, so what I'm thinking about this guy as a turn one player, okay? You can literally just have him like like have him on your team and let him go first or second or something like that. But we'll see. We'll keep reading it and we'll talk about it, and obviously we'll test him out when he comes out. Skill 2, Pulse Howl deals damage to all enemies, increases their animus and shell skill cooldowns, and applies crit down and effect. Actually, okay. This guy, I think, is 10 times more broken than the LD. Why is this okay? This is essentially Lily's S3. Not only does it reduce the animus and shell skill cooldowns, it also applies crit down and effect accuracy down. That's fucking crazy. Simi says on S2, by the way. Yes, on his S2. So what does that mean? Okay, let's look at his S3 first before we talk about it. His S3 cleanses all debuffs from allies, applies crit up and crit damage up, and immediately grants Santic an extra turn. So that is like what? That is like Gray, if you guys know who Gray is. So technically, he can S3 into S2 exactly like Simi is saying in chat here. You cleanse all the debuffs from all of your teammates. You give them crit up and crit damage up, and he gets another turn. He S2s, he crits down, effects down, and resets or increases the skill cooldowns by 1 for everything. And yes, exactly, Fizzy, a full cleanse. Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus fucking Christ. This guy should be the LD, bro. Honestly, I think this guy should be the LD. What the fuck? How is he good into Amber Merge? If you want to full cleave Amber, true. So what am I thinking here? What am I thinking? We can put this guy first or second. Okay, I'm thinking it as a turn one player. This guy definitely looks better as a turn one character. Okay, you put him first or second on your team in terms of speed, right? Because you have to speed tune as a turn one player. You have to speed tune, and it's very difficult speed tuning at the top level. Okay, and then he will give your entire team crit damage up. You have Freya with him. Oh my god, you have Freya with him. If you have Freya with him, he pushes everybody up. He pushes the other team, everybody back. Your damage dealers go up. Boom, one shot everything. Holy crap. Freya stocks, guys. Freya stocks are going through the motherfucking roof, bro. Holy shit, Freya stocks going through the roof. Fizzy says he's the only full AoE cleanse in the game. He's going to be insane for turn 2 as well. Exactly. Oh, Jesus Christ. Depending on his buff percentage, his double pump might not be necessary. Exactly, my merge. Exactly. If it's basic buffs, 30% crit rate, 50% CD on single skill, AoE cleanse, and whole team reset, that's insane. Exactly. I think I might have to lock Freya every game. I might have to lock Freya with this guy every game because he's just gonna push up and back and then increase and just like push everybody up, push the other team back, and just nuke. He seems very good for turn one, in my opinion. Much better than the other mommy character, even though she's such a mommy and I want to play her too. But it is what it is, okay, guys? It is what it is. If they're both fast, okay? If they can be fast, you guys know I love using the new Ting, like no cap. I really enjoy using the new Ting, and he is very fun to play as a turn one. And I only have him 1-1-1. Okay, no lattices in him. He does his job very, very well. So I'm hoping that's the case for at least one of these characters as well. Now let's take a look at his shell recommendation. Alicorn, Bloodbath, Swift Rush, Swift Smite. So this guy you can run Swift Smite, right? Maybe Swift Smite, Swift Rush. But like I said, guys, I don't think it's cool. I don't think it's cool that they recommend Bloodbath on every single character. That's just not cool. What's the point of having the other defensive matrices? What's the point of having the attack matrices? I just don't think it's cool. Okay, I'm not gonna build him with Bloodbath most likely. But you know what I mean, guys? It's just not cool. I don't think it's cool. Bloodbath for the last 5, 6 characters. Bloodbath, everything. Not cool at all, in my opinion. All right, so that's pretty much it for the video, guys. Those are my thoughts. If you guys enjoyed the video, if you found it helpful, like, comment, and subscribe to this video. If you do all those 3 things, you'll be automatically entered into my monthly pass giveaway that I'll be giving away on Sunday, live on stream. Okay, yeah, that's pretty much it. Mamur says I have the shells ready already. I have an artisan like this. I don't know if I have an alicorn like this, but we'll take a look tomorrow because I got work early in the morning. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I stream every single night, guys. If I see you on stream, great. If I don't see you on stream, then I'll see you in the next YouTube video. Bye.